Hello, thank you for listening and watching. I'm Lamar Townsend. I'm a natural intuitive, clairvoyant, clairaudient, empathic, psychic tarot reader, and I would love to do a personal, private, confidential tarot reading for you. Visit my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, for your own personal, private, confidential tarot reading, okay? Or a birth chart reading, okay? If you have any questions, check out the FAQ section as well as the personal ethics section on my website, lamartownsendtarot.com, okay? My personal tarot readings are $1 per minute. My birth chart readings are $45 for 30 minutes, okay? Very worth it, though. They're in depth, so I would love to do a reading for you, okay? Once again, at lamartownsendtarot.com. I'd also love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification button so you get notifications whenever I upload a new video, and follow me on my social medias, Instagram and Facebook, where those will be linked below, okay? This is a reading for Donald Trump, alright? My second reading on Mr. Trump, alright? President Trump. My last reading on him was back in January, so in the beginning of the year, alright? And here we are in September, alright? So let's see what the energies are around Donald Trump, alright? Once again, please contact me at lamartownsendtarot.com for your own personal reading, okay? Spirit, please tell me, please show me. Spirit, please also protect me. What are the energies around Donald Trump? What are the energies? Spirit, please tell me, please show me. What are the energies around President Donald Trump? He seems bored. I'm feeling the energy of boredom. Boredom. What are the energies around President Donald Trump? Boredom. What are the energies around President Donald Trump? Despondence. What are the energies around President Donald Trump? I also see him trying to keep himself occupied by doing non-presidential things. Like, I see him playing golf a lot. I don't know if he plays chess or something like that, but I see him, like, in the office playing chess or something like that, or, like, checkers. Like, he does a lot of stuff to keep his mind off the actual presidency, I feel, or the, like, stress of the presidency, I feel. Which is interesting. Alright, what are the energies around President Donald Trump? Thank you, Spirit. Alright, you guys, let's see what's going on here. The card at the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. He's trying to protect his family. He's trying to protect his loved ones at this point, because it feels like at this point he's locked in. He realizes he's locked in. It's like an energy of, I'm here, I'm locked in, and, you know, let's just, buckle our seats for the ride. That's what it kind of feels like. But it feels like he's strongly protecting his family and his loved ones. Also feels like there could be some things going on within his family behind the scenes. Could be a lot of fights going on. Could be having issues with his children as well. His children wanting to or thinking of abandoning him as well. Which would be horrible for Donald, because it feels like his children and his family, more so his children, are like his, I want to say, his only support, like his only, like, cushion to kind of fall back on at the end of the day. So I don't think he wants to really disappoint them or lose their support, right? The star here in the past position. Lots of compromise that Mr. Trump is having to deal with and kind of do. He's having to compromise a lot. And we're going to see him compromise more moving forward into the future. But he's still going to be, Trump, he still has to get his just due. He still has to get his piece of the pie at the end of the day. He'll compromise only so much as, he still gets 60, 80%, of the pie. That's just the type of person he is, right? The sun here in the present position. Interesting. Lots of fire energy. So I always associate the sun with Leo. Well, clearly because Leo's zodiac sign is ruled by the sun in astrology. Um, but the sun is also itself very fiery, right? Of course. And the wands we have here, at the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Wands. Um, Very interesting. I'd like to know what President Trump's moon sign is. I'm wondering if his moon sign could be Aquarius or something like that. He feels like he has very strong Saturn energy. Saturn is very restrictive, very like tough love, you know, um, those types of energies. The future position we have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Hmm. Conclusion, we have the Wheel of Fortune. I'm wondering, what does he have ties to Africa of any sort? Does he have ties to any, or is he talking to someone that has connections to Africa? Something about Africa is coming through. Something about Africa. So I don't know what Trump could be doing or looking at in Africa, but something about Africa is coming through. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which says to me he could be looking for something in Africa or near Africa. Um, the East Africa, East Africa. Um, Connected to the Wheel of Fortune, connected to money, connected to abundance, connected to something that could be potentially good long term. Wondering if it could be connected to oil or something like that. If not Africa, it feels Middle Eastern, like maybe Middle Eastern or something like that. So I'm wondering what could be going on with that. Here we have the Two of Swords. And many of you notice the cards are black and white, literally black and white. That's interesting. Trump just will not stop, huh? Excuse me for being quiet. I'm just, getting information from the cards. Queen of Pentacles here. I feel like they find something in Africa or something in Africa. Something about Africa that the world leaders may be looking at or something like that. Or at children in Africa. Something like that. Because then if you notice the Queen of Pentacles, look at the little, it looks like dolls or children, sitting at her feet, right? And then it looks like the Queen of Pentacles herself is like, the savior. So I'm wondering, it kind of feels like Hillary Clinton. What is Hillary Clinton's zodiac sign? I need to look this up, you guys. I'm sorry. I have to look this up right now. Alright? Live reading moment. Alright, Hillary. Well, live reading for me, I guess. Hillary Clinton zodiac. I feel like she's a Virgo, but we'll see what her zodiac sign is. Her sun is in Scorpio. Her moon is in Pisces. Oh. Mars and Pluto in Leo. So she has literally no chart, or no Earth. Her north node is in Taurus. That doesn't count. Alright. That's interesting. I don't know why it feels like Hillary Clinton to me. Alright, let me just pull more cards. The Temperance card, balancing one's emotions, observing before acting. I think they've found something in Africa. They found something and they're not telling anyone, or they'll tell the public later down the line. I feel like it's like that kind of energy. It's really weird. And then I feel like once the public finds out, they'll try and cover it up in some way. And maybe this is why the Queen of Pentacles is here as like the savior, Also, when they say the Queen of Pentacles doesn't have to be Hillary, it could be someone connected to Donald Trump, maybe one of his children or something like that. All right, but Chariot, moving forward with self-awareness, self-confidence. Lots of distractions going on, lots of magical, kind of, orchestrated things going on. But this is nothing new, with this administration, I guess. Um, Here we have the Six of Swords. He's doing a lot of things overseas, lots of things overseas. I'm also seeing Egypt or something like that. Like, somewhere in that area, there's something going on, you guys, in that area, connected to the moon, something that is illuminated in the moonlight. I feel like something that is illuminated in the moonlight. I'm not sure what that means. If you notice in this card, and this is the card where I picked up something about Africa, if you notice, look at the moon, blowing what seems like magic or something in the cup. In the looks like this is a very Afrocentric deck, but for some reason this picture to me is like super Afrocentric. Like, I get African teas from this picture so much, and like East Africa specifically. Not sure why. Could be just specifically for the context of this reading. But I go back to the moon. Something about the moon illuminating something in the light. And if we pay attention to this picture, the moon is literally blowing some type of magic in this, this young man's cup, right? So that's interesting. That's very, very interesting. The Tower. Of course, though, what's done in the dark always comes out in the light. So whatever is going on or could be going on, we will hear about it. I feel like there could be hidden motives, and this could be why things come out in the light, because of hidden motives. And it's like, ooh, you're caught, I'm caught, oopsies. It's like that kind of energy. People need to understand that this world is very vast. We live on a planet that, in reality, you can't really hide anything. You know? Like, if you think about it, if you hide something in the earth, eventually it's going to get found. Why do you think after all these millions, thousands of years, we find fossils of, extinct animals and, mysterious creatures, like what's done in the dark, what's covered up, eventually comes to the light. And I don't understand why people don't understand that. I really don't. So whatever's being done in the dark will come out into the light. I feel like it could be connected to Africa, could be connected to the Middle East, could be connected to Egypt or something like that. Something in that terrain, that territory. Not sure exactly what's going on. It feels like lots of meetings between world leaders too. I could be wrong though. The moon. Doing a song and dance. A song and dance. A song and dance. Something about the moon is really important for whatever is going on in this situation. The moon deals with intuition in tarot. In astrology, the moon is also the ruler of Cancer, the zodiac sign Cancer. The moon in astrology in our birth charts also deals with mother energy, nurturing, the family, home, and things of that nature. The inner self, which is interesting because we go back to Donald Trump, and one thing that sticks out to me is he does for himself. At the end of the day, he does for himself. So I don't know. I'm just trying to connect all the dots here. Like I hope you're, keeping up with me here. Here he is, Five of Swords. Look, 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 with his tongue out, y'all. Just a mess. Do you guys remember that picture of him playing tennis, and people made fun of him for wearing granny panties or something like that? Look at the picture, look at the person's or whatever. The person's, doesn't it remind you of that picture kind of? I don't know, I think that's funny to me. Spirit can be really funny in that way sometimes. Um, and then even here, he has a moon in his face, half moon. Four of Wands. The moon again. I think Trump, whatever's going on, is once again for self. And I think because he's for self with whatever the situation is going on overseas, I feel like they're digging for something, could be for oil or something like that. Because he's for self, there are going to be people who go behind his back and kind of make a pact to, I think, bring him down in connection to the situation. And he's not going to see it coming. Seven of Cups. Could be a woman. Woman. There will be one woman, and I feel like one man that will bring Donald Trump down. Alright? In connection to this situation. The Lovers. A woman and a man. I'm gonna stick to that. This is a mess, you guys. I mean, mm-hmm. Nine of Swords, but it came up in reverse. That's weird. I think it's because he thinks he can trust these two. He thinks that these two are on his side. He does I feel like he doesn't think he has to worry about these two, but I think they turn on him. Just like Donald's been turning on other people. So karma comes back around in that way. Interesting. Two of Swords. And then they get him. Get him right where they want him. And then here we have the Nine of Pentacles. Look, look, look. The man and the woman running away with the money, with the bag in the hand. It feels like a media frenzy, and they're getting out of the way. Like we're like they're like we're out of here. We've done our purpose. All right, like toodaloo. Good luck. The Hermit. Okay, whatever this situation is, it's going to be brought to light, and it's going to be something very serious, like where Donald Trump is going to have to like hide away for a little while because it's just going to be so absolutely embarrassing. I feel like, it's just like an energy of like, we cannot believe you thought you would get away with this. Like, what were you thinking? And then it's just an energy of, I cannot believe I thought I would get away with this. What was I thinking? Like, ugh. This is why I don't like to read President Trump. I like looking at other readers sometimes, but I personally don't like doing it all the time. I know you guys like to be up to date though about what's going on, but ugh. Just this energy is so ugh. The Empress in reverse. Ooh. Ooh. Donald. Uh-oh. It's not looking good for you, Donald. In terms of maybe your marriage. I think your wife might be very unhappy. Alright, here we have the Empress in reverse. Be Emperor. We have the Empress in reverse and then the Emperor. How interesting is that? Can we just note that the Emperor is literally has his cane sitting on some evil, demon, and he's using it as a, footstool. Like, just, I love this deck for this purpose. This deck is just so, this is exactly why I use this deck for this reading. Because I was just like, I know this deck is going to give me everything I need and more. Nine of Wands. He's going to wish he had never became president. He really is. He's going to wish he had never became president. And it's going to happen. Do I want to say it? I don't think I want to say it. I'll say this. It's going to happen. You'll start to see the cracks in the mask of Donald Trump. Meaning the mask of him being like, I don't care what people think, blah, blah, blah. I'm President Trump, no one can, bring me down. No one can, get to me. You're going to start to see that mask kind of, like break a little bit once him and his wife start to have issues. All right. Public issues. All right. That's all I'll say. All right. Because while I don't agree with everything President Trump says or does, all right, I never wish ill on anyone's marriage, or, I never wish ill will on anyone's marriage or anything like that. So, I'm just going to leave it at that, alright? With that being said, let's pull some more cards. Here we have the Two of Cups. I think what would hurt Trump even more would to see his wife possibly, if this is what happens, move on with someone who's better off than he is, whether it be financially, public standing wise, or just, better looking, maybe, like. Knight of Cups here, but we're going to see him try, put a brave face. This actually might be a very humbling experience for him. Any issues that he might have with his wife will be a very humbling experience. A little bit of a humbling experience for President Trump, I think. And you'll see him start to kind of play the role of, of the upstanding father, the model citizen, the model president, I guess, so to speak. Seven of Wands in reverse. Knight of Swords. Ten of Cups. I also feel like if they do have any issues, President Trump and his wife, it will be very interesting because we'll start to see the media, the public start to kind of dissect the model family, or look at the meaning of what a model family is. Like, it's just going to be a very kind of, I don't know, it's going to be it's going to be an educational moment. First, it's going to be a media frenzy, and then it'll be educational, I think. And it'll be a moment of teaching, and connecting the people, connecting humanity, and bringing some sort of humanity to Trump himself too. Um, I'm gonna stick to that. All right, you guys. I'm gonna end this reading here. All right. 2018 might be a little bit of a rocky year for Trump. I'm just gonna put that out there. All right. With that being said, all right, you guys. Thank you so much for listening and watching. All right. Spread positivity, spread love, spread peace. Please don't spread hate. All right. The world needs more love than anything else, I think. All right. I don't care what your beliefs are, what your um I just don't care. Just please, spread love, please. All right. That being said, please contact me at lamartownsendtarot.com for your own personal private tarot reading, okay? I appreciate you guys for listening and watching. I wish you guys nothing but the best, love, health, and lots of success, okay? Stay positive and stay focused, all right? Thank you.